nowadays we get to see more and more people in the unemployment line. We get to see more people going off of food stamps, welfare, and for me, it's starting to be a problem. And is it a lifestyle? Is it a trend? I personally think it's a problem in today's society. And I come from a family where that's kind of the norm. You have people not. You kind of just live off the system, and you need to break out of that. So I picked the subject of poverty in America. According to Huffington Post, this is a sad reality for 46 million Americans living in poverty. And you might say to yourself, what's causing this? What's causing people to live in poverty? And I felt like I've narrowed it down to four points. The lack of education. I think it's a mindset, minimum wage, and the lack of financial knowledge. So when it comes to education, according to Huffington Post, who I cited earlier, 31% of all young adults that did not graduate from high school or did not receive a diploma are actually living in poverty. And if you're lucky to actually graduate, you'll find out that it becomes a privilege to go to school now. And that, because we've all made it here at ASU, and every year tuition seems to go up, along with everything else. It's going to be a 3% jump from this year to next year for ASU for tuition. For us residents, it's going to be an extra $300 out of our pocket per year. For the non-residents, it's an extra $750. Like I said, it continues to go up. Brings me to my second point, the mindset. According to Statistic Brain, who gets their data from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, they say 27% of everybody that's on welfare stays between 2 to 5 years. That is a 27%. 20% actually stay 5 years and older. So now that's why I say it's a mindset. These people actually have children. Their kids are actually going to be able to. They're going to be exposed to this. They're going to say, mom and dad lived off of welfare. They got help. Hey, I'm going to do the same thing. My third point is going to be minimum wage. According to Arizona, azcentral.com, the minimum wage in Arizona is currently $7.08. If you take into factor from Family USA, the poverty line for a single person is almost $11,500. You do the basic math, 40 hours a week on $780, do it for a whole year. And if you're nice, let it be nice and take only 50% out of taxes. Now you're flirting with that line on living in poverty. So that's another issue. And my fourth one, the lack of financial knowledge. According to foreclosure fraud, 68% of all Americans are currently in credit card debt. So not only are we spending money that we don't have, we just keep racking it up on top of that. And you say, okay, big deal, everybody's got a credit card debt. But if you take an account from CNN Money, they're saying the average amount of credit card debt is actually $17,000 per American. So as these problems continue, the years go on, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. And you want to say to yourself, is it going to get to the point where only the rich can go to school, only the rich are going to stay rich while the poor gets poor, and eventually will the middle class just disappear? And I feel like I've came with some solutions for each problem. As far as the lack of education, they need to currently just lower tuition across the board, universities and college, along with textbooks. How many of us have actually gone into the bookstore and paid $150, $170 for a book, and then turned out you can't even sell a pack? I mean, it's bad enough you get taken for the book. Now you're stuck with it. When you go down to the mindset, I think as a community, you need to get involved in this at a young level. let's get some guidance counselors into the high school that gets involved in the student's life and talk to them throughout the year, not only when a student's doing horrible in class. And by that time, it's too late. Us in this class can also do a part in that. We've all made it to the level of going to a university, and let's spread our story. Let's spread our story. Let's influence some people on what we've done, what we've accomplished, and so on and so forth. The minimum wage, it needs to be risen. Up to this point, it's never held up with inflation. I know President Obama has said he wants to raise it up to $9 an hour. It's going to have to take a significant jump in that. It's going to have to go up to about $11, $12. Give them a fighting chance. Give them a fighting chance. Let's get them out of the slums. Let's move them up to a different place. And a lack of financial knowledge. So I think we need to start now. We need to start early. Let's instill it in our young children nowadays. Let's go grade school. Let's go middle school. Let's get them to get the basics. How to save. I mean, that seems to be a problem now. I mean, our government's spending more money than anything else. And there's websites out there. Rich Kid, Smart Kid. moneyasyogrow.com. And like I said, it's out there. We just need to acknowledge it and really just, like I said, just really go with the idea. Well, I feel like I've tackled the problem, given you some solutions. We shouldn't let education get to us, or thinking that I'm a product of my environment being our excuse, or that I'm not making enough money, or I just simply can't save. That shouldn't be an excuse for people who live in poverty. And I hope we can fix this problem and put it behind us and just put it as another dark chapter in U.S. history and move on, because poverty shouldn't be a lifestyle.